Windmill Island.
Windmill Island. Speaking of tulips and the windmill and those sorts of things, we are in the midst of the quiet phase of a fundraising campaign. And if you actually go just this morning, we uploaded some things to the city's website, and there's an easier way to find it. Well, you can either go to cityofholland.com, it's right there on the homepage, or if you go to windmillislandgardens.org, that's windmillislandgardens.org, you'll find information about the campaign. And we just got approval from the Community Foundation of the Holland Zeeland area, so there's a separate designated fund set up by the foundation, and wonderfully, you can donate online at the Community Foundation's website, so there's a link to be able to do that, even without really doing much in the way of publicly campaigning for the event. We've received donations more than $7,000 from by and large, relatively small donations, which is fantastic. And these are people who, whether they've been out there before and they like to see it, or we even had a gentleman who passed away, and his memorial contributions were all designated toward Windmill Island Gardens, which is, again, a really fantastic thing.
Nice.
So without a whole lot of fanfare, in largely smaller donations, we're over the 7,000 mark. We've got some larger things out there happening, and on the Wednesday of Tulip Time, that luncheon, we'll have a kind of a major kickoff celebration for the public phase of the event. But the links are live, and certainly if you're interested in donating, and if you're interested in seeing what might be happening out there in the future, what the strategic plan looks like, you can find all that stuff at windmillislandgardens.org.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 395-1450 is the number if you'd like to talk to the mayor this morning. Our line is open, and we'd be happy to hear from you. And it's pothole time, as usual, all over America.
Yeah, well, we're not immune to that one either.
No.
This is part of the benefit of living in a northern climate. We get the change of seasons. We get the two seasons for us, which is winter and construction. And in the midst, we have this breakout time of potholes. The crews have been out, and they got pulled off the work for a bit because of the rains we had last week, and we'll talk about that a bit too. But they are out there trying to fill potholes as best they can. It's a never-ending battle. It's a little bit like death taxes. I guess death taxes and potholes will always be with us, at least in the northern parts of the United States. I would just encourage folks, again, if you see particularly bad potholes, particularly deep or big ones, either call the city, and I know that we have people from our transportation department who are always listening to this program, so you can call the transportation office, and that number offhand, I can't recall it, but who knows, they may call in. Or an even niftier way, I think, of doing it is downloading the city's web app, or the city's smartphone app. And for those of the listeners who have a smartphone, or you can also go online and look for it there. You can actually do it from the website, but you can indicate where it is, take a picture of it if you want to, and it gets tracked, logged, and it gets taken care of. And that way there's no issue of, well, gee, did anybody actually do anything with my complaint? And it's not just potholes. It's all sorts of things that you want to talk with the city about, whether it's, a neighbor who has long grass, whether it's, issues in the street, whatever. Lots of different options, and it's a wonderful way to communicate with the city and let us know what needs to be done.
Got a call here.
Excellent.
Good morning. You're online with the mayor.
Good morning. I would like to ask the mayor what the future plans are for the Kollen Park Fire Station.
Great question. At this point, the future plans are for it to be a fire station. I don't mean to be glib, but at this point, there isn't. There have been some discussions, perhaps, about finding a new spot for a fire station. But at this point, to say we have any plans to do anything like that is probably a bit premature. The facility is in decent shape. It's certainly aging, and the question is, as we look at how we deliver fire services now, is that the best place for a fire station? Maybe, maybe not. So I think, in the future, we'll certainly need to make some capital improvements to either that station or to build a new station, but those are a bit further out in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.